Harry, this is Lord Potato, and yes, I have another appointment tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to hurry up this and do this goddamn what if, and maybe another. Um, I could have done this not way earlier because I had another appointment. Why am I having so many damn appointments? You ask me, I don't know why. Fuck, try to. But not the point. Now, this is where what's called. Let me do a recap on what if Naruto had decay and cremation combined, mostly a fuse, but also separate. But yeah, not the point. Now, yes, Naruto is a reincarnation of what's called Sorry about that. Shigaraki and Dabi, but not the point. Let me go in. Recap on what happened last time, man. No, wait. Wrong series. Sorry. But what happened last time was Naruto decides to rebuild back the whole Leaf Village. Not Leaf Village. What am I talking about? Sound Village. Rebuilding, like, the Fuma clan. It was called Fuma clan. And freeing a bunch of, like, what's called experiments from Orochimaru, mostly prisoners and all. Experiments were killed and all that. But yeah. Now, Naruto's bodyguards contains of those of the Sound 4 and even Kimaru and also Jugun. No, not Jugun. Not Jigen. Jugo, that's his name. And also Sangetsu, Karin also. But yeah. Now, Naruto freed all those people and rebuilt the Sound Village to actually look pretty goddamn nice. Naruto stole a lot of money when he destroyed the Leaf Village. Yeah, he just stole a lot. But not the point. Now, this is where Naruto, he was going to the Mist Village to, help it out so he can get another alliance. Not the Mizukage, but Mei in, in the response for Zabuza, how Zabuza told him that he couldn't really accomplish the money to like help Mei and blah blah blah. So that's what Naruto's doing. He's going to do a deed that Zabuza could not do. So yeah. Now, when Naruto was about to try to easily escape from the Sound Village, which he can't because he's a goddamn Sound Kage. Of course, all his Sound ninjas, Fuma clan, even like Sound citizens were kind of wondering where he was going. And of course, this is where Shiroi was the one to actually tell everyone that Naruto's trying to leave to somewhere. And of course, Naruto glares at her, and of course, Shiroi just smiles. But yeah. Now, of course, I did mention that Naruto did say that he will kind of get Kimaru to come back to ask help if if Mei needs help and all that. So yeah, we go over there into 2 days, and of course they get there and they get to Mei's camp. Of course, Naruto helps her and blah blah blah. Now that's why I'm going to go in. Now Naruto, he is talking to Mei, and Mei is talking to Naruto. Naruto says, "My army will come here. That we have about 2,000 shinobis. 2,000, 2,000 shinobis in total. Some of them are Genin, some of them are at least Chunin, and some of them we have a couple of Jonins. And of course, my Ambus, I don't have many since we just started I kind of just rebuilt the Sound Village a while ago. But that is not the point. I will kind of ask Kumo or Suna if they want to help us in this alliance fight against what's called the Mitsukage. If they can't, then, yeah. Let's just hope that we have enough power. Naruto knows he has enough power. Well, Shigaraki mostly, because Naruto changed his name from basically, Naruto Uzumaki to Shigaraki Tomura. Now, let me also mention this. I know Dabi's name is for some reason I wanted to say Tokiyami something. Yami? I don't know why. No, God, I don't remember his name. I know it's fuck. Yeah, I can't fucking remember right now. I remember someone telling me this in the comment. For some reason, I cannot think of it right now. But yeah. And of course, Naruto, he's just, well, talking to May, and May is like telling him about like the plans and all that. And, well, trying to kind of overthrow the Mizukage. So our Naruto's kind of getting bored. And Naruto says, can I go to the bathroom or something? May says, yeah, it's over there. Naruto made a shadow clone and told the shadow clone to stay here with May and listen to her, whatever. And of course, the shadow clone nodded and Naruto dipped. Now, we go back to the shadow clone of Naruto talking to May. Now, May is telling him the plan, blah, blah, blah. Shoroi is also there and Sangetsu. Now, of course, Sangetsu is meeting Ao's eyes, and of course, Shoroi is kind of just listening in and all that. So, yeah. Now, of course, this is where, well, Kidomaru kind of comes back and tells what to call Shadow Clone Naruto about how the village is getting prepared. Naruto nods, and of course, the other Sound 4 also appeared and says, we will follow your orders and anything. Naruto says, you all have to stay with the army so they won't get attacked from any ninjas from the mist. And yeah. Now, of course, this is where May says, we're going to do a 2-day kind of somewhat rest because my army did kind of get hurt a little bit. Now, May, I don't remember how many soldiers May had under her lead, but I'm going to say it's at least 1,500. Now, the Mist Village, the Mizukage's, army, I don't know how many there were. But yeah, I'm going to say that there was at least 5,000. So yeah. So, Naruto. Where is the real Naruto? Well, Shiroi is talking to Shadow Clone Naruto. Now, no one knows this is only a Shadow Clone. Now, Shadow Clone Naruto is nodding and all that. And this is where, May decides to smack Naruto really hard to just give him a good cheer and all that. And of course he poofed. Shiroi realized what happened now. Naruto, the real Naruto, where he's at. Well, he's over here burning not burning. He kind of found a kind of camp of an army, at least of 500 ninjas of the Mist Village. Naruto is right now just sitting on a pile of dead bodies, and everything around him are just having gray flames. Now, yes, Naruto went through and fucked them all up. So yeah, he just burned them. Why the hell did I say pile of dead bodies? No, he's just sitting on a pile of rubble because he burned through so many freaking dead bodies using cremation. But yeah, now, Naruto is just like, this was interesting. Now, Shiroi and Mei are actually looking for Naruto, and this is where they came across of a pile of just ashes, blue flames. Yes, Naruto didn't have his gray flame activated, just blue flames. And of course, Shiroi noticed Naruto. And this is where she says, not Shiroi, she says Shigaraki. And Shigaraki looks down and says, oh, hey, Shiroi. Oh, hey, Mei. Your speech of like whatever, I got bored. I just made a shadow clone. I got extremely bored. I don't care about making a plan that much. And Mei says, what have you done? Naruto says, these was only 500 people. I fucked them up by only using my blue flames. I could have used Decay and decayed all of them, but nah. This is where, a group of Anbus appeared from the Mist Village. And of course, they're Anbus. And of course, they just says, what's it to do? Mei, I don't remember her last name. The Anbus says, you're the, what's called leader of the Revolution Army. The leader says from the Anbu says, okay, kill her. That's where Naruto says, yeah, right, I'm not letting you do that to my new ally. Naruto put his all 5 fingers into the leader's chest, turning him into nothing but dust. Now, this is where Shoroi gets ready to fight against 2 Anbus, and Mei fights against one of the Anbus. Now, Naruto's over here fighting against, 5 of them, all at once. Now, Naruto's easily dodging them, running super fast, and, his speed is, well, what's called superhuman level and all that. So yeah. So his speed is just incredible. Now, of course, Naruto's flexibility is also incredible and all that. So Naruto's easy to dodge into kunais and swords attacks. And this is where Naruto grabs one of these swords of one of the attacks, Ambus, and just decays the sword. And of course, where Naruto throws out his right hand and uses Cremation to blast him to straight to hell. So yeah. Now, of course, there's another Ambu that tries to attack Naruto. Naruto jumps up and does an axe kick down and, well, knocking the guy, well, straight to hell. There was basically a crater when he kind of axe kicked the guy. Now, of course, the guy was also, there was a crater and, of course, broken, well, head injury. Okay, broken head. Why the hell did I say head? Broken skull. Now, yeah. Of course, another Ambu tries to attack him. And Naruto managed to just, like, kind of dodge so easily the, what's called. Because the Ambu tried not to swing at it, but instead pierce Naruto. Naruto just dodges the pierce, grabs the, what's called, Ambu's arm, well, not arm, hand, and kind of just pull the man closer to him for Naruto to knee him in the face. Now, of course, another Ambu tries to swing at Naruto from behind. So Naruto twists the guy's, the guy that he kneed. He still has the arm. And of course uses his sword to block against another Ambu. And then just throw the body that he just kneed into, or blocked against the guy, with the other guy. And throwing him into the other guy. So yeah, I might have confused the shit of it, but yeah. Now, Mei easily defeated her Ambu, and Shiroi, she was using what's called white snakes to easily destroy the two Ambus by just placing them or die. Now, the last Ambu that Naruto is fighting, he says, "You bastard!" Naruto grabs him in the face and says, "No, no, no, no," and blasts him with Cremation. So yeah, so that happened. Now, of course, Naruto in this one, he still has white hair. Now, the time he tried to dye it, he just could not dye it, so it's just gonna be white hair for now. So yeah. Now, Naruto, he is, well, kind of just saying, okay, Sama. So, are these really the Ambus for the mist? They're not pretty much that much at all. And Shiroi says, I barely even did anything. It was so easy to defeat him. Mei was shocked because she had so much trouble against one of the Ambus. Now, the Ambu that was kind of fighting against Mei uses a water style, and he was pretty good at using water style. He wasn't good as like the second Hokage or Kisame, but he was still decent. So yeah. But of course, Naruto says, whatever. At least our army would get here in about 2 days. If that's what Kiramaru told me, well, my Shadow Clone. Much. So yeah. Now, we go into 2 days, and of course the army is here. 205, well, let me say that again. But 2,000 of what's called Shinobis appear from the Sound Village. And of course, mostly those 2,000 are not really Genins. They are mostly Chunin level ninjas. Why? Because some of the experiments and also some of the prisoners were actually joining up, and their skills were at least Chunin level, or at least what's called Chonia. Well, at least some. So yeah. Now, not all of those 2,000 army are at least Jonin to Chunin. There's about at least 1,900 Chunin level ninjas, and the others, well, the rest is mostly 100 Jonin. And of course are the 5 elite, well, I mean, not 5 elites. There's Kimmaru, the big guy, I forgot the other guy, the guy with the twin brother, Tayuya. So those are 5 elites that Naruto has. And there's also Karin, Jugo, and also Sangetsu that are also count as elites. And there's Shiroi, that's count as elites. And also there's her, what's called, leader, who is actually basically a sister of Gurren. I forgot what I call her. I think I call her Chrysalis. So Chrysalis is basically a sister to Gurren. So yeah, she has crystal side. And of course, she's counted as a high elite Jonin. And of course, there are the two teammates of Shiroi that's also counted. Two very high ranking, well, what's called Jonins. Since they're pretty good at like fighting and all that. Now, there's also what's called the Fuma clan leader, who actually came, and also some of his like clan members. His what's called younger sister also came. So yeah. Also Isaribi did came and all that. So yeah. Everyone is ready, and of course this is where the Fuma clan fuck, what did I call him again? Or what was he called? Wait. So Arashi Fuma decides to go up to Naruto and says hello there. Shigaraki-sama, the Sound Kage. So of course Mei was shocked that there's a lot of people here, but also there's also what's it called, this is where Gaara appears, and also his army. Now Gaara does not have what's called that many ninjas, but Gaara decided to come because what's called, he is still very grateful for Naruto, and well, letting him sleep. So yeah, so of course he came with about what's called 1,000 shinobi 500. So yeah, this is where Kumo did send some of his army, and of course there was 3,500. So yeah, this is where also the Raikage appears and says, "So are we gonna kick the hell out of that fucking Mizukage?" Now of course this is where Ao meets what's called Mei, and of course Gaara meets Mei also. So yeah, this is where both Ao and Gaara did kind of ask Naruto if he's gonna think about the marriage, the what's it called, the whole village marriage and all that. Naruto says, we gotta get to the army. I think I see you over there. He ignores the question so bluntly and walks away. This is where Shiroi, Asurabi, what's it called, Susama, basically Arashi's younger sister, just all glares at Naruto. Also, Ao and Gaara glares at Naruto. Mei also does the same, because why not? Now, of course, Naruto just whistles and just runs away. Kind of just running away, managing to get to what's called Sangetsu and also Kiramaru. Now, this is where Naruto says, "Oh, the army's over there, right?" And Ao and Gaara says, "What do you mean? I thought you said there was an army coming." Now, Naruto managed to piss off what's called the Mizukage enough for it to attack on the second day. Now, this is where the Mizukage is with his army with what's called 400 500 ninjas. The fact that the other 500 was destroyed by Naruto. But yeah, this is where Naruto and his allies versus what's called the Mizukage and his army. Now, Mei has about 1,500, right? Naruto has about 2,000, what's it called? The total of army that there is about 9,500, okay? So yeah, now that's all combined together. Now, of course, the army is all in good terms and all that, like different ninjas and all that. And of course, this is where Mei and everyone else starts kind of charging into the army of, well, the 400 and 500 ninjas. And, well, Mei tried to attack what's called the Mizukage. The Mizukage managed to dodge, and of course, Gaara tried to use sand around him to try to crush him already. And of course, the Mizukage managed to dodge. Well, Yagare managed to dodge. Uses water salts to, what's called, well, with the sand. The sand is pretty much slower than, well, original canon. Well, not original canon, in the original form instead. And of course, the Yagare tries to attack what's called Gaara. This is where Ao appears and tries to, punch, what's called Yagare. And managed to, collide his fist with what's called Yagare's face using his lightning cloak. Yagare gets kicked into a wall, and of course, this is where he goes into a sort of, cloak of his, I want to say Izubai, but no, it's the, Sanobi. Yeah, that's the same. The Sanobi. decides to kind of give what's called his host three tails kind of chakra move. And of course, he tries to attack A. This is where May uses lava style to try to hit what's called uh, Yagare. Yagare managed to dodge the lava style and tries to kick at May. Now this is where Naruto kicks up also and collides with what's called Yagare. Now, of course, May was thank God, but of course, she sees Naruto in a new light, but still as a psychotic motherfucker. But yeah, Naruto kind of smiles when he kicks. Now, of course, Naruto, he tries to grab what's called Yagare, and Yagare jump back and Yagare tried to hit him with the what's called black pole, whatever the hell that is thing. Tries to whack at Naruto. Naruto dodges, he ducks, and he after stop kicking and all that, he kicks with his left leg, and of course this is where Yagare managed to dodge. This is where Gaara still had more sand and use that sand to make sand arrows, and of course this is where Yagare managed to dodge those arrows, and of course tried to use water cell, but this is where A appears and punches Yagare in the face. Ugh. Yagare just says, "You bastards." Now, of course, since Yagare is controlled by the genjutsu of his Sharingan, the three tails chakra that was only 50% is not enough to break it just yet. Now, Naruto, what he does is combine both his both his abilities with just his blue flames, and just threw both of his hands out and shoot blue flames at Yagare. Yagare uses a water style to try to extinguish the fire. When I mean try to, the water was not enough. He did not put enough water pressure into knocking out the fire, so the fire managed to go through and almost hit Yagare. Yagare he only got like a first degree burnt because he managed to dodge them. Of course, he almost got hit what's called by May's lava style. Now, I can't remember if May had a second Genkai. I think she only had lava style. Wait. Okay, she has lava release and boil release. That's why I couldn't remember the other one. Because boil release is not that much useful, but yeah, that's why I couldn't remember that one. Now, I should say one thing before I go on. My teeth keep hurting like hell because I had like a dental appointment like 4 hours ago, but still my teeth hurts like hell. But yeah, not 4 hours ago. What am I talking about? At least 6 hours ago, but my teeth still hurts like hell. But yeah, that was one of my appointments today. But yeah, let me go back into the what if. So what May does is uses what's called boil release next to shoot steam out of her mouth and to try to blind Yagare. Yagare still can sense where what's called Naruto was. Of course, she did use lava style to try to give him a second degree burn on Yagare, but Yagare did manage to dodge also. But when he gets hit by the boil release, he cannot see that well. But of course, he can still sense where Naruto's coming from. Now, of course, this is where Yagare he uses what's called his metal black pole to try to hit Naruto, cause he's still somewhat in control of what's called the Jinchuriki. Now, of course, when they were about to hit Naruto managed to grab the what's called weapon of Yagare, put all 5 fingers, and decay the shit out of it. This is where Naruto, after decaying the weapon, kicks at Yagare, kicking Yagare in the face, knocking him out of the steam, and of course into a tree. Now, we go into the army. The army is pretty much doing good. Basically, the Alliance army, not Yagare's army. This is where the elites from Kumo, Suna, and also the Sound, and also Mace, elites like Ao and Chojuro, are doing so amazing. They're easily destroying everyone. Well, not everyone. All of the Miss Ninjas. But yeah. Now, of course, this is where Tamari also came, and of course, this is where Ao's brother had to take in charge for a while, so that's why Ao came. That's why B had to stay at being the Raikage for a while. And of course, Ao, he's thinking, oh, my brother didn't fuck up anything. We go into Killer Bee's perspective, and Killer Bee is just rapping on all the paper. Legit, instead of like doing the paperwork or whatever, he's rapping half the damn time. Now, of course, this is where it's called Ao's assistant just doesn't go into the room at all. And of course, Killer Bee is just rapping on the, like, just rapping, giving a concert for no one, but he just rapping all that. And of course, he goes to the papers, but really not even, like, doing the papers. He's, like, writing on the back of the paper just his own lyrics of his, like, rapping. Now, of course, we go back into Ao, and Ao says, he's probably doing great. Now, who is what's called in Suna's village and being the Kage for what's called a minute? Bakken is actually being the Kage for a minute. Now, this is where Gaara keeps using sand attacks to try to hit Yagare. Now, Yagare, after almost getting hit by a sand sword to the fucking dome because he was on the tree, he managed to duck down really fast. The sword almost just gave him a fucking haircut. And of course, this is where Yagare just tries to rush his at Gaara until what's called Ao appears and just uses his lightning armor and say it's a lancy. Wait, no, not lancy. Lightning chop. Lightning chop. Of course, this is where Yagare manages to dodge, but of course, this is where Naruto appears and of course kicks at Yagare in the face. Yagare gets smashed into a couple more trees. And of course, this is where Mei uses lava side to try to burn him. This is where Yagare says, I won't die! Turns into the Three Tails. And of course, this is where Ao and Mei and also Kaoru say, shit. This is where Naruto says, you think you can be the only one to transform into a Biju? And of course, he looks at Gaara and Gaara says, well, alright, he's asleep right now. Naruto said, are you fucking seriously? Wake up, Shikaku! Okay. So Gaara tries to do that, but of course this is where what's called the Sanbi tries to claw at Naruto and what's called the Kages. So basically Naruto, Ao, and Gaara, and of course Mei. So where Ao managed to grab Gaara and like throw him back and all that. Gaara managed to land on his feet. Naruto, instead of like jumping back with all of them, he uses his blue flames and increases the blue flames into another level of the flames. Purple black flames and shoots at what's called the Sanbai. The Sanbai gets hit by these purple flames and actually gets a 2nd degree burn. Now, of course, he just kind of somewhat tries to stumble away and try to heal himself. Now, of course, this is where the Sanbai keeps trying to put so much chakra in it. Now, of course, Naruto just keeps throwing purple flames at the Sanbai. Pew, pew. Yeah, basically the Sanbai has to keep trying to put enough chakra so it will not fuck himself up. Now, of course, this is where Naruto says, Kurama. And Kurama says, yeah, what do you want, kid? You want to come outside of the seal for a second? Now, Naruto, I should go back into, a time skip. Well, not time skip. I'm going to see a date. Now, date. What am I fucking talking about? No, back into, a flashback. Naruto, he is talking to Kurama, and Kurama just says, what do you want, kid? Naruto says, how about this? I will decay the seal, and, we make somewhat of a summoning contract for you to get out of the seal and, my body and all that, and you can go fight whatever you want. Kurama says, interesting. You know what, bet, kid? Hell, I really don't care. I pretty much give you my chakra. You're actually a very interesting kid, though. Naruto's like, haha, I knew it. And as far, we do Naruto. Naruto, summoning style. Dragon, not dragon, what am I talking about? But mostly, a fox comes out, basically Kurama, and grabs the Sanbai and throws it into the fucking water. This is where everyone is shot. Even Mei, even Ao, Gaara is not really that shocked, but yeah. All the ninjas are shocked. The sound ninjas are still kind of shocked that they have a Jinchuriki for a Kage. But pretty much they really don't give a crap that much. Because Naruto's one of the nicest, well, sound Kages they managed to have. Somewhat. Naruto's still kind of really iffy to really care that much. And trying to be the sound Kage that much. He's trying to find himself a successor. And just to replace him and so he can leave. So he can just dip. But yeah. Shiroi went out and tried to let him do that. But yeah. So our Naruto. He says, let's do this, Kurama. Kurama says, you bet, kid. Punches, what's it called? The Sandbite in the face. Now the Sandbite goes into, well, spinning motion and tries to hit Naruto. Now, of course, Naruto and Kurama. So where Naruto uses his purple flames, you start blasting at what's it called? The Sandbite. The Sandbite just keeps getting hit by the flames, but of course it's not affecting him. So where Kurama says, Biju Dama. Of course, the Sandbite gets knocked into the water again. And of course, this is where the Sandbite has to put enough chakra and doing his own Tail Beast Bomb. This is where the Sandbite and Yagre stops because they break the Genjutsu over them. Now, of course, the what's it called? Tail Beast Bomb just shatters and breaks. And this is where Yagre, he turns back into himself. And, well, goes into the water. And kind of puts, well, both his, like, legs kind of gives up on him. And so he falls down the water and all that. On the water. He's still not under the water and all that. No, but Naruto's, like, on, well, in front of him. Yeah, what's called Mei and Gaara and Ao is also in front of him. That's where Yagure says, Mei, I hope you can become the best Kage out there. It seems I was under a Genjutsu of the Sharingan. I hope you can forgive me. Actually, I know no one can forgive me. But goodbye. This is where, well, Yagure pulls out a kunai and just stabs himself in the heart. Now, of course, where Mei was shocked, and everyone was shocked. And of course, well, he dies. And of course, well, the Sandbite is released. Because before he died, he released the Sandbite. Now, of course, this is where the Sandbite is released. And, well, of course, this is where Yagure does fall down to the water. And, well, the Sandbite looks at them. And, of course, Naruto just says, well, Sandbite just says, well, do you want to know any information? Naruto says, yeah, who fucking possessed you? And, of course, the Sandbite says, some masked guy with a Sharingan. Okay. Wait. Kurama, didn't you say something about, like, some masked guy attacking my family just because he wanted you? Kurama says, yeah, something like that, kid. Whatever, I'm going back into the seal. Poof. So, yeah. Gaara is wondering, how can you do that, Naruto? Naruto says, we did a summoning contract? Of course, Gaara says, I know that's a stupid question for me to ask. Wait, yeah, never mind. Now, of course, Mei is shocked and Ao is shocked. I mean, Ao is kind of shocked. He's not as shocked, though. Because he saw the master destruction of Naruto without the Nine Tails. So he's barely that shocked of the Nine Tails him being a Jinchuriki. Well, I mean, not being a Jinchuriki. He already knows he's a Jinchuriki, but yeah. Now, of course, where Mei is shocked. She's unbelieved that Naruto's a Jinchuriki. You could have easily won this war, but Naruto decided not to. Now, we go into the army of, well, the Mist Ninjas. The Mist Ninjas gave up. There was only 1,500 left. And the army of the Alliance, not many died. Like, only, like, at least about 250. Because there was not that many medical ninjas. Mostly the sound ninjas did have medical ninjas, but not many. But yeah. This is what's called Naruto. He is, well, just talking to Mei and all that. He is talking to Mei, Ao, and what's called Gaara about the alliance with Mei and all that. And Mei agrees after she rebuilt the village and all that. Now, we go into a 4-week time skip. Mei has already managed to rebuild the Mist Village, and of course Naruto helped her and all that. And now Naruto managed to kill off what's called Yagire's followers, the people that follow him because of to kill a bunch of Kenkai, Naruto kills all of them. Yeah, he gave no craps. Now, of course, Kenkai users manage to come back to the Mist Village and feel safe once again. So yeah, now Naruto is just like saying you're welcome, May, and all that. May keeps thanking him and also tell Naruto that maybe when Naruto's older, she can really thank Naruto. Naruto says, no, I do not need this shit, okay? So yeah, Naruto says, no thanks, I don't need it. Nah, fuck that shit. He doesn't say all that, but yeah. You get the point. Naruto gives no fine fucks about marriage or anything. So, of course, it's where Naruto and his army, and of course Kumo and Suna are going back to their village. And Naruto, he's back to his village, and of course, this is where Naruto kind of get a kind of report about what's called. A report in a building called the casino about a legendary Sannin in the casino. Naruto says, Sannin? I thought I killed all of them. Of course, Shiro says, you forgot about Tsunade, the legendary sucker. Tsunade, and, she's a medical ninja. Naruto says, a medical ninja? Are you serious? Then why should I care? Because she sucked at gambling, and maybe we can get her into the bed of healing some of our ninjas and all that. Naruto says, alright. Naruto, he gets to where Tsunade is at, and of course a bunch of ninjas are telling Tsunade to stay and all that. And of course mostly sound ninjas. Tsunade is fighting against some sound ninjas and of course knocking them out. Naruto appears and Shiroi also appears and Kitamaro also appears because Kitamaro is still sick. So yeah, Naruto wants her to heal Kitamaro. So yeah, Tsunade says, who are you, you little brats? This is where half the sound ninjas that were kind of near Tsunade trying to stop her from what's called leaving the village because she's kind of in debt now. Looks at, the sound ninjas, sees Naruto right now in front of them, and they all kind of just back away slowly. When I mean slowly, they back away super fast. And of course, where Shizune notices and says, Tsunade, what are you doing? Half the sound ninja says, I'm good. I'm not trying to die in that. Wait, what was his range again? Pretty fucking far. I think we should go a little bit further back there. I think he would have killed us if we go any further. Just a little bit more. They just stand a far distance away from Tsunade where Naruto's at, okay? Not because they're scared of Tsunade, no, they really can care less. But no, when Naruto appears, they are scared. Because Naruto, he's dangerous. Of course, he isn't going to try to kill his own, what's called, ninjas or anything. But if they do get in the way, rip them. Now, Naruto says, what did you just call me, you freaking old hag? This is where Tsunade says, what did you call me? Tries to punch against Naruto. Naruto blocks the punch with a kick. Now, Tsunade was shocked because that is a chakra-infused punch. Naruto just blocked away a fucking kick and says, you old hag. Listen here, I don't care about your bullshitness. I just want you to heal my, what's called ninja. I will pay all your debts off and all that. Because I know one thing and one thing only. You fucking suck at gambling. And this is where Tsunade says, listen here, you little shit. Tries to punch Naruto again. This is where Shiroi uses her sword and says, I will cut your head off. And of course Tsunade says, yeah, right, little missy. Like if you had it too. Guess what? I'm the only medical ninja to heal that boy over there. And of course, Kitamaro is still kind of sick, but not as much sick. Since Naruto did manage to heal him with his blue flames, but it's not that great. Naruto still needs to work on his blue flames. Because his blue flames are able to heal and burn at the same time. But yeah, now, Naruto, he says, first of all, Tsunade, you realize I can care less. I will find another medical ninja or something. I will research my way all the way to help Kitamaro. But you're the most easiest way to do it. I can care less. You're a legendary Sannin. I can care less. I killed 2 legendary Sannins. Well, that would just make you the 3rd legendary Sannin. And maybe The old man can care less. You can probably visit him also. And Tsunade kind of narrows her eyes and says, "What do you mean, old man and Sanins?" And this is where Shiroi kind of stayed out bluntly and says, "Cause Naruto killed Haruzen Sawatori and also Jiraiya and Orochimaru." And of course, it wears Tsunade widen her eyes and looks at Naruto and says, "You killed him? You, you killed my sensei! You bastard!" This is where Naruto says, "Let's see, you're annoying me." This is where Naruto dodges the punch, grabs Tsunade from the head, and says, "You are starting to straight up annoy me. I don't care how much healing progress I have to do so before I can heal what's called Kidomaru. I don't care how much bullshit it is to take me. I will heal my friend. And guess what? You can fuck off." Naruto uses his blue flames and increases his blue flames to the highest level, white flames. By just putting enough chakra in it, boom! Tsunade's head is all burnt. Not even her hunger healings can save her. Now, this is where Shizune kind of goes into a battle sense, and of course Shiroi already appears and cuts her head off. Now the pig, I'm gonna just say the pig died from just having a heart attack. Yeah, I'm not trying to give a pig a gruesome death, but yeah. But yeah, that happened, and Naruto says, "I'm sorry, Kidomaru, but I will definitely help you out." Kidomaru says, "It's fine, Kage-sama." Now, of course, this is where the ninjas that were standing, pretty much good far distance, saw the white flames coming towards him, and they both jumped out of the way. And boom! And they're like, "Why the fuck are we so unlucky?" Both of them said. But yeah. Now, after that whole kind of thing happening, Naruto didn't really care. Now, Naruto has been training on his blue flames to heal. Most of the time on mostly weaker civilians that isn't his much. He's not really experimenting on them. He's trying to just heal them and try to grow on his healing ability with blue flames. Now I know Cremation does not have an ability to heal, but I just want to give it, okay? Now, Naruto kind of just managed to kind of increases Cremation to heal and all that into a higher level. But we're doing a 3-year time skip. Now, of course, people did mention, well, not did mention. This is where what is his name? Oh yeah, this is where I forgot to mention. This is where Itachi and Kasami did try to go after Naruto. Problem was they had to go against Sangetsu, Jogan. For some reason I keep thinking of Jigen, not Jogan. I forgot. Okay, Karin, the 5 Sound Ninjas, Shiroi and Naruto. The Akatsuki's basically Itachi and Kasami. Kasami was put in a distraction and all that to start attacking a bunch of ninjas. 5 minutes later, Kasami is down in the ground with multiple of bones in his body and also what's called in his head. A arrow made out of string or something, basically from the skeleton. Well, not skeleton. What am I talking about? Mostly from what's called Kidomaru. I mean, not Kidomaru. Kimaru. And of course, this is where the big guy managed to crush the guy to the ground. So of course, Kasami is splat to the ground, and yeah, he's dead. Also, I'm gonna keep forgetting his name, but yeah, the guy that can use Car's energy did punch what's called freaking Kasami down to the ground, knocking him out. Now Itachi is fighting against Naruto. He is saying, "So you're Itachi. Itachi Uchiha." Itachi says, "Yeah, Naruto. Now, Naruto-kun, I need you to come with me." Naruto says, "Oh, please. I'm not coming with you." Naruto turns around. Both his eyes are different color. They are glowing in the sort of dark room. Sort of lit dark room. Now, of course, Naruto's those are his eyes. And of course, Naruto activates both of his quirks. and combine them to making gray blue flames. So these flames. And of course Naruto, he's walking towards the car. Itachi. Now Itachi tried to put him in a Genji using Sharingan. Naruto speed blitz what's called Itachi, kicking him in the freaking stomach. Well, not kicking him, kneeling him. And of course Itachi is shocked. Now Naruto gets rid of his what's called flame on his hand and just grabs Itachi without his quirk touch. Well, kind of trying to decay him, cremate him. Just grab him and just pull him closer and gets knee in the face. Now Naruto also back kicked Itachi into the wall, and of course Itachi says, "Okay, you are pretty strong." Naruto says, "Can you please tell me why you are after me?" Itachi says, "Cause the organization that I'm trying to do, well, needs you." This is what Naruto says. Interesting. He activates his dark hatred chakra and grabs Itachi's face and uses his dark chakra to invade Itachi's mind and kind of take out some memories. Now, Naruto sees that the organization is called the Ecologies and all this. This is where Naruto uses Cremation Decay to grab Itachi again and decay him fully. Basically, burning him, decay him. Yeah, he is nothing. Now, we go into, well, Naruto, talk about the Ecologies. Now, of course, Naruto tells everyone, even what's called his alliance with what's called the Mist, the Suna, and also the Kuma, about what's called the Akashi trying to capture Jinchurikis. He managed to kill 2 of them, Itachi Uchiha and Kisame Hagakujo, whatever his name was. But yeah. But with that happening, Naruto says that they aren't coming after Jinchuriki after 3 years, so train and become stronger. Now, we go into a 3-year time skip. Instead of Naruto going with Jiraiya and all that to become stronger, Naruto stayed in the village, becoming way stronger. Now, he was 13 when he was doing all that. Now, of course, he's now 16. He's way taller than, well, original canon. He is, well, 6. Yeah, he's pretty tall than in original canon itself. I think he was like 5'11" when he was in original canon. Or was it 5'5"? I can't freaking remember. But yeah. No, he wasn't. Wait, was he? Fuck, I can't remember. He was 5'4" in original canon. He's now 6 in this one. Now, Shiroi is 5'11", so she's pretty tall and has, well, developed pretty good in her skills. Now, Naruto also became stronger in his, well, everything. So, decay of destruction, and also his cremation with his, like, different kind of flames. Now, this is where also he managed to heal Kimimaro to the full max, so he wouldn't die and all that by disease. And Naruto also kind of trained his what's called army. Now, he had 2,000 ninjas in what's called 3 years ago. Now he has over 7,900 ninjas. So yeah, he got that many. Now, Naruto, he is now somewhat, he's still the Sound Kage, and he still has an alliance with them and all that, with Kumo, Suna, and also the Mist. It's called the Stone Village. He doesn't have an alliance, but they aren't going to have an alliance with the Elite Village because they still hate the Elite Village a lot. But yeah. So yeah. Now, this is where I'm actually going to end it off for part, 4 of What If Naruto had Decay and also Cremation. But yeah. Now, I don't feel like going to another What If part. Another What If, a different What If. I'll probably do Boruto What If, maybe. Boruto was a Saiyan or something, maybe. Or, nah, I'll probably do What If Naruto had ate the Tsunami, probably. I can't really think of deciding anything, but I'm too tired to even think. So yeah, have a nice potato day, potato night, potato seed, potato, 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 potato.